do aliens exist? And this is something that a lot of us have been curious about, including the three of us. It's probably my favorite question to dwell on, which is where the fuck are the aliens? And you, for those that have never thought of this question, or for those that might have ever considered this, um, it's a question that you should really ponder upon, because it's one of the craziest questions out there, right? Considering life, if it's just biochemistry, and if it's as simple as portrayed, that if the conditions are right on the planet, and if it's cold, not too hot, not too cold, the geochemistry is okay, everything is good, life should happen, practically. But unfortunately, there is no sign of it other than the life on Earth. So, what are your thoughts, guys? Fermi Paradox, where are the aliens? You guys, it's open for discussion. Who'd like to go first?
I think Rajveer. So there are multiple answers. First of all, what I like to believe, the most possible one that seems to me is we are looking at the wrong places, and also we are looking at it wrong. What I mean by that is we perceive the world in a certain sense, three-dimensional space.
Yeah.
This for life to exist as we know it, it has to qualify certain conditions. There has to be a certain amount of temperature, pressure, gravity, all of that. Other forms of life might exist with very different conditions as to temperature, pressure, gravity, all crazy things. But yeah, we are looking for life similar to us. What if we look for life that's not too similar to us?
Yeah.
And maybe we are not even capable of looking at it that way because that's how we perceive the world. So that's one of the many explanations. Apurva, what do you think?
Matlab, answering his question, answering his question in a way, I think it's a little bit too selfish for us to think that there are no aliens. Like, it's just too selfish to think like we are the only people in this entire universe. Like, we are in this Milky Way के अंदर है, solar system के अंदर, Earth के अंदर, इतने छोटे हम, and we are thinking, oh, there are no aliens, guys. We are the only people. That's too selfish for me, I think.
Fair.
So I do believe like there is a possibility that aliens do exist, and yeah, that's what I think.
So basically, Fermi paradox, in a way, what it means is that, ironically, keeping all the facts, in place about humans and about life itself on Earth. If you look at it in that way, ki life exists on Earth for a certain reason, then the scientists basically question that if life exists for this reason, why does it not exist on any other part of the world? That's what Fermi paradox is. It's a paradox that where are the aliens? So there are many answers, or many, different ways to kind of get into it. As Rajveer said, one of the reasons could be that life is perceived very differently in a different part of the planet. Apurva said another very good answer, that in terms of we are very arrogant to assume that we are the only alive beings in this planet, because we are just one small speck of dust,
Definitely,
in
yeah.
this great universe. So a few hypotheses that exists out there for the Fermi paradox. Some of them are this. There's the zoo theory, which I'm sure you might have heard about. It basically implies that aliens are too smart to visit Earth and have anything to do with us. So aliens exist. They know that we exist where we do, but they have nothing to do with us, and hence they haven't visited Earth. They just observe us from a far distant planet, wherever they are light years away, just like we do with a like an ant pile. Maybe if you see an ant pile, you don't really go to the ant pile and sit and observe it, right? You just walk past it because you're too good for it. So the zoo theory is one of the reasons which might exist. Another reason that could kind of exist for the Fermi paradox is that the most realistic reason, which is the distance between a planet and another. So interstellar travel itself is impossible as we know it. And if we even takes the speed of light into account, it takes 4.2 light years for us to get to the closest star system. So practically, it's impossible for a being to come from a different fucking galaxy to our galaxy, considering the distance
Yeah.
of space, which is the most realistic answer that exists, right? Another very fun one to look at it is that aliens have visited Earth, but in the past. So they have visited us in the past, and which is where the Great Pyramid of Giza conspiracy theory comes into place. And there's a lot of other things that people believe that aliens maybe came when the dinosaurs existed. They saw that nothing was there for them on this planet worth, being there for, and they left. And hence they haven't visited us again because our planet is basically useless for them. So all of these are the different reasons as to how we can tackle Fermi paradox.
Love it, love it. I had
All-
one question actually.
Yeah.
It's not a question. I think I just want to know your opinion. Digressing a little bit, what do you guys think of Area 51? As in, do you think there is a chance that the US is hiding something, or that aliens came, the UFO thing, everything,
yeah.
Yeah.
So, what are your thoughts on it?
Like Area 51 and stuff, like
Yeah.
aliens visiting.
Yeah, definitely.
There are a lot of thoughts that come to my mind. Like there's a lot of sea is unexplored still. You never know where they could be.
Hmm.
Another one is like dinosaurs were originally meant for this planet. We just came in a spaceship that crashed on this planet, and we
Ooh,
might actually be the aliens.
I love this theory, man. It's so good.
that's crazy. I never thought of it that way. Yeah.
Bro, yeah, it's a nice one. It's that basically we are the aliens on this planet.
Damn.
And like that Adam, if you guys have watched Watchmen, so Adrian White, this genius guy, makes Adam and Eve and puts them on the planet. So it happens on another planet there, but it could be the case with us. There could be an alien civilization that's superior to us, far more smarter, and they're like, let's put Adam and Eve here on this planet,
Damn.
and let's give them all this facilities and stuff. Propagate life and crazy theories, bhai.
That's crazy.
So answering your question, Apurva, I honestly feel like that entire phase of aliens being discovered on Earth, which is like the Mexico incident where they presented an alien
Yeah,
body,
yeah.
and then the Area 51 sightings, the UFO sightings, I honestly believe none of them are true. Because if aliens existed, guys, they would have made their presence known. And
Hmm.
I just feel like them kind of overlooking us, hiding in the clouds, and I don't know, the UFO sightings and everything. It just seems not. It doesn't fit right to me, because if an alien has the ability to come from wherever they have on this planet, I'm sure they're not going to be fucking hiding in the clouds. I don't see the use or the need of it. So, in my opinion, aliens have not visited Earth at least since we have had the ability to capture them.
Beautiful.
Or like Arrival, they have visited us, but we are not perceiving time that way.
Damn.
That
That
could
is a
happen. That could
possibility.
definitely happen. But I'm sure that if the aliens have visited, the US military has not been able to capture them and fucking testing them and
It
shit
can
like
be any military for that matter.
any military, any
But what do you
military.
think if like there was this? You said na ki aliens are too smart for us. That's why they're not. What if aliens are inferior to us? Like they have not reached that level of technology that we have.